So trailer 2 for Knock at the Cabin has come out and it looks pretty good. I will try to only do minor spoilers when reacting and analyzing the trailer because I want to come in and be as shocked as everyone else. So what is occurring? Well, essentially Leonard, being played by Dave Bautista, has taken this family of 3 hostage. It's pretty obvious this appears to be some kind of gay couple, and this Asian girl is, I assume, someone they adopted, but we really don't know. And of course, being M. Night, we don't even know if they're, quote, innocent. It could be they are guilty, they've done something in the past, and even the little kid, quote, suspiciously, could not be what she appears to be. So a lot has occurred. Now, with the first trailer, it just seemed that there are these 4 nutcases who just take this family hostage. They're out in the woods. They seem to be, quote, biblical religious people because, again, M. Night is very strong Christian. There's always a lot of religious symbolism in his work, and this appears to be people who have convinced themselves that something like the biblical apocalypse is about to happen, and they need to do something, anything to stop it, and apparently killing or forcing this family to choose one person to be sacrificed will stop the apocalypse. So overall, the trailer was very effective. It gave me a very creepy vibe, and I think that was done with a lot of care and attention because whatever else, M. Night is very careful with the camera. He just only shows you as much as you need to be shown. So in the first trailer, we didn't know really if there even was an apocalypse or if this was all in their head. They're just complete crazies. But no, we do see some images that seem to confirm this is real within the fiction. This, quote, is objectively happening, right? We see a massive hurricane about to kill people. We also see a plane that apparently is about to crash. Now, these things could all be coincidences, but then one of the characters talks about a light. We also see some images of the backstory. So something has happened in the past that marks this family as sort of weird and unique. So we're probably going to find out some dark secrets that they have been hiding for a long time. And some of the dialogue does give away that there are stresses and tensions even before these 4 strangers come in. That's another question. Is there a kind of hidden connection between the family of 3 and Leonard and the other people? If you know M. Night and his other films, you'll often discover people who seem unconnected did in fact have a deep, secret, hidden connection that was there all along, but we, the audience, find it out slowly. With Unbreakable, we find out somehow the Beast was connected to David and so on and so forth. So I'm guessing we're going to see some of the old tricks by M. Night that things are not as they appear to be. And it looks like 4 strangers and the family of 3, but who knows, maybe in the background they're actually related to one another in weird ways. I don't know. There's also touches of fantasy, including a bit of Star Wars with the girl, because it seems like she's just normal. She's just a human, but again, we don't know exactly. She might not even be human. Could be an alien. They could be werewolves. They could be werewolves, for all we know. Could be there's a supernatural factor. They might not be normal at all. So maybe they are actually evil or malevolent, but in a way we don't suspect. So there's a lot of questions still, but they did give quite a lot away. So apparently these 4 do believe that they are trying to stop the apocalypse. They're not trying to hurt anybody, but they're going to use weapons. They're going to keep these people locked up for a while. They're going to force this choice on them. And apparently they really sincerely believe they have to do this. But what's interesting is Leonard's dialogue indicates that they've been doing this for a while. So they think that this has to be done periodically, which is kind of interesting. So there's kind of aspects of The Village and some of the other films that M. Night has done, like The Happening. This is the only R-rated film besides The Happening he's done. So it's a lot of promise here. And on top of this, he's working with a screenplay he did not author. As far as I know, After Earth is the only other film he's done where he had to work with someone else's script. So it's a lot of interesting firsts for M. Night. This is really the first time he's combining all these elements of using someone else's screenplay and someone else's source material. So it's a lot of intriguing factors at work here, and it looks stunning. It's very beautifully shot. He even went the extra mile to get really old cameras for some of the flashbacks. So I expect this will be a very great film. But it is, yes, clarifying a lot of it. I'm sure this is going to be more confusing as we actually see the film for ourselves. So I'm very eager, and it does feel return to his roots with The Sixth Sense. I don't think this is going to be as massive either successfully or The World, because whatever you think about The Sixth Sense, and some people don't even think it's a horror film, I don't see why. It has ghosts, but it was a massive world. This seems a little bit more contained, but that's what we're being shown now. It could be, as the story progresses, it's going to blow up and we're going to go outside of the woods, outside of the cabin, and we're going to explore a much more massive world. But either way, whether it's more small scale or big scale, this definitely feels a return to his roots as kind of a Hitchcock director and horrifying us with these very creepy scenarios that do seem to have a supernatural touch or, shockingly, are all natural, but still very horrifying. Give this a big like, and the comments are also very excited. Is this a return to form? We'll have to see, but very promising signs for Knock at the Cabin.